Jonathan Lee Riches, a.k.a. JLR, Justice for Summer Wells. Where is Summer Wells? Let's talk about Andy Bernard, people. Andy Bernard is on my radar. Andy Bernard, he's been going on YouTube. Made a couple videos recently talking about the Summer Wells case, talking about what he saw and what he didn't see that day, June 15, 2021. He just created that YouTube channel at the beginning of June. I was looking in the Hawkins County court record search, and I monitor it all the time. I look and see if there's any new cases dealing with Summer Wells, Don Wells, Candace Wells, or people around them. And a case popped up that was filed at the end of May. Randy and Kathy Patterson versus George Bernard. And I saw the name George Bernard, and I'm like, whoa, is this the Bernards? Is this George Sr.? Is this Andy Bernard? What's going on here? What is this case about? Is this a criminal case, civil case? And I looked, and it appeared to me that Andy Bernard, George Bernard, the one that's on YouTube now, is being sued. He's being sued by a couple for $1,960. I was like, whoa, what is this about? You know, and I was looking, and I looked up Randy and Kathy Patterson, and they are landlords. They live in Church Hill, and they own a trailer park with 10 trailers. So I was like, whoa, okay. Why are they trying to get money from Andy Bernard? So I called Randy. I called the landlord, and he gave me a lot of insight. And told me what the situation was about. I'm going to share that conversation with you right now, and then we will discuss afterward. Check it out. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, good morning. Can you hear me? Good morning. Is this Mr. Patterson?
You speaking?
Hi, Mr. Patterson. My name is Jonathan. I am a reporter with Original Media Group. The reason why I'm calling is I noticed in the Hawkins County court record search that you and Kathy filed a lawsuit against George Bernard for like a little under $2,000. Is that correct?
I cannot speak to you over the phone about it. I'm not disagreeing with who you are or agreeing with who you are, but I could not talk about it over the phone.
Yeah, let me just ask you something. Is this something to do with George Bernard owing you money for rent? Is this a rent issue?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. No, I the reason why I'm following the case is because, in the area where George Bernard previously lived and his family was a missing girl, Summer Wells. Are you familiar with the Summer Wells case?
Yes.
Yeah, and that's why I was just trying to figure out why George Bernard was being sued in court. I saw you guys suing him, and I'm assuming it has something to do with rent. You just verified that. So does he have any plans of paying?
I really, I hate to kind of like put you off. I'm really not doing that, but it's just hard. My attorney usually handles this type of stuff,
okay.
And I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give no information out that.
Yeah. No, I understand.
You understand that.
Yeah, totally understand, respect that. And I thank you for being upfront with me about that. Now, in reference to Summer Wells, do you know anything about Summer Wells? Has he ever talked about Summer Wells to you?
No, I have not. He has not. Me and him did not have a conversation. He lived there a short period of time.
Yeah.
And we were not a one, I'd see him throw up my hand, that's about it, except for doing personal work.
Yeah, okay. So yeah,
Can I ask why the questions are being asked a little bit?
Yeah, because Summer Wells is missing. There's been a lot of speculation that people are thinking that George or his ex-girlfriend JodieSue Brown could be involved because they have property or their parents have property right next to Summer Wells' home.
in Rogersville, you know, on 110 Ben Hill Road.
Right. Yes, I do.
Do you know Jody?
Unfortunately, you know, our community has been flooded with that, and unfortunately, no, nothing yet to be, you know, to happen from it. That is what is bad. So.
Yeah. No, I understand. And to be honest with you, like I do think George is probably going to pay you guys because he is on YouTube now making videos trying to get money, raise money to pay for a trailer. That's what he says. So he's trying to raise $2,000. So I'm assuming he's doing that to probably pay you guys back, just to let you know.
Well, I hope that is true, but I would very doubt it. I'd say it'd be more, I hope that would be true.
Yeah. No, I get it. And it's always good. You know, it's not always, you know, I feel bad that you guys had to go to that extreme to file a lawsuit against him to try to get your money. He should have just paid or tried to work a deal out with you. Obviously, you guys have your reasons for that. Hopefully he pays you guys back, well, what he owes.
Right. And your name was
Jonathan.
what now?
Jonathan. My name's Jonathan.
Jonathan. Okay. Well, it's we just got up. We worked late last night, and I just got up, and I'm trying to put the pieces together here. So forgive me for that. But
well, I thank you for I thank you for your time, and good luck. And I hope you guys get your money out of him. Hopefully, he pays, even if he has to raise the money on YouTube from people. Hopefully he, you know, raises the money and uses that money to pay you back, not that money to do other things, but to actually pay you back. But you feel like that's probably not going to happen.
On YouTube, how's he listing that? Is he listing that under George Bernard or
the real Andy Bernard? I think the real Andy B.
The real
Andy B.
Pardon?
Andy B.
Andy D.
Andy B, as in like Bernard.
Andy B. Okay.
Yeah.
And does he specifically say on there this just for
let me
pay rent?
Stay with me here. I'm gonna find the actual channel so I can give you the actual name. The real Andy B. I'm looking right now. Bear with me. Okay, yeah, so his YouTube channel is called The Real Andy B.
The Real Andy B.
Yeah, so he's been making a few videos the last couple days, and in these videos, now he talks about the Summer Wells case, he talks about what he saw that day and what he didn't see, and then in the course of those videos, he's trying to get money. He's trying to tell people he needs money. He has a trailer. He wants to get a new trailer. He wants $2,000. So, and this is one of the reasons why I called you, was because I saw, again, a lawsuit that you guys filed against him for around that same amount of money. So I'm assuming he's trying to get that, you know, he's trying to get that money to either pay you guys or maybe he won't pay you guys.
Well, I wouldn't look for him to pay, just to be honest. I will go that far with you.
Yeah.
I don't, of course, the judge firmly told him that it would need to be, or there would be stuff, you know, writs filed, the whole works. You know, the judge give him that. I don't care to tell you that, because it's, when it's in court, it's public knowledge anyway, once it gets to court. So,
yeah.
But now, as far as the Summer Wells, how he would be connected, I have not been questioned or anything, or not had no reason to. I'm very involved with the officers around in my area.
Yeah.
You know, I'm very, in a good way, and there would be no suspicion of me that he would be involved, but also it wouldn't. You know, you get surprises every day, and hopefully.
I mean, does he seem like a violent guy at all?
Don't think he's really. Hang on a second. Let me turn this down. Hang on a second, please.
Yeah.
he don't really seem to be, what can I say, 100% thoughtful about anything. He's more, I believe he could go violent, but I don't believe he's, no, of course, I guess I don't worry about it because I've been in the rental business for 35 years, but, you know, you get used to dealing with certain type people, you know, and attitudes, but not to say I'm not, you know, feel harmful every once in a while or that I'm going to be harmed, but, you know, it goes along with the territory. So I hate to say that, but that is true. But him and his wife both really acted out in court as really pretty hateful and meanful.
When
the judge.
Yeah, when you say him and his wife, are you talking about JodieSue was there too?
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
No.
Wait just a minute. His girlfriend, not his wife. His girlfriend.
Okay, so you're saying his girlfriend and them, and the judge, he was acting up a little bit, and the judge had to say something to him?
Well, yeah, the judge kind of pulled him back in, you know, a little bit, because our judge, you don't do that to. You know, you don't go out of line. He deals with business, and he keeps straight business, even with his landlords and all. You know, we get aggravated, but we know where the line is.
Well,
so
yeah, and you sound like a very nice guy. You know, like, you guys are older in your life. You don't, I mean, I'm sure you didn't want to file a lawsuit against them, right? Like, you were just like, hey, dude.
No, I even offered them money to rent them to move. I mean, I done everything to get them to move, but they were just sitting there. We even got them some help through the state to help them out to try to get caught up. But once they run out, they just run up a debt.
Yeah,
you know, that was it.
Exactly,
So,
just taking advantage of your kindness or taking advantage of your vulnerability, and then, you know, and then
right.
It forces you guys to go file a lawsuit that I'm sure you guys don't want to deal with. It's a headache. It's a hassle. You guys don't need that, you know?
Well, you're exactly correct. Unfortunately, about once every 3 or 4 years, this does happen. I don't like it, but that is part of the business. You know, Nowadays it seems like the younger generation is not responsible as they should be. I mean,
let me ask you something. if another landlord ever called you for a reference, you know, that Andy gave them a reference and said to call you and ask you, was Andy Bernard a good tenant? What would you say? Would you recommend him?
No, I believe in telling. A lot of people will tell another landlord yes just to get people out and get them out of their hair. I don't do that. I'll tell you just like it is. I'll tell them you better do a good reference. I don't really say anything negative, or I will refer them to my attorney to do the talking. So
I get it, Mr. Patterson. Yeah, I get it.
Because I don't want to put nobody else in the situation I was in. Not saying people can't change, but they need to prove it by taking care of their debts and everything prior to.
Did he ever bring like crazy people up at his house? Like, did you ever see like riffraffs or anybody like?
No.
Nobody.
That was nobody we ever seen there. Friends, not speaking to neighbors, not being friendly and all.
All right.
No.
Yeah. Where did he end up going? Do you know?
I not really have an idea yet. I'm sure I could probably find out if I really needed to, but
because
I don't.
Over time, you might have to collect a judgment from him if he doesn't pay.
Well, that is true, and that is actually being worked on now. So I'll go that far. It is being worked on. So, which in collecting it will probably be not a good chance to doing so. When people like that don't own anything, it's hard to. But but I did hear he's still in the area. I did hear that.
Yeah. Well, I thank you for the time. Thank you for the interview. God bless you and your family, and I hope you guys get your money that Andy Bernard owes you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
All right, so where do we start here? Andy is being sued by his landlord for not paying his rent, $1,960. He didn't pay it. Now, we've seen Andy on YouTube recently, just created a YouTube channel a few weeks after being sued. Andy is on his YouTube channel asking for donations. He calls it a trailer fund. Check this out.
While I'm on here, why can't I get some people to do some donations to my Cash App? It's on my channel. Look at you laughing. Don't laugh at me.
Out section.
And camper fund. I'm trying to get the hell out of here.
He does. He wants to get out of there, away from all of that. With
at least for a little bit. At least for a little bit.
Andy wants money for a trailer fund. He said he has to get out of here. But he owes a landlord money. There's no judgment against him yet, but he has court. Next court hearing is at the end of July. It's very likely that Andy will probably have a judgment of $1,960 plus court fees against him. Andy is now on YouTube telling his story. But is he going to use the money that everyone is donating to him? Is he going to use it for himself, or is he on YouTube to tell his story to get money so he can give it to his landlord? What is Andy going to do with that money that people are giving to him on YouTube? If there are giving him money. I don't know how many people, if any at all, but he's advertising his Cash App, and he's talking about the Summer Wells case a couple weeks after being sued. Is everyone being played here? Is everyone being played? Andy Bernard is being sued for not paying his rent. Landlord talked about his girlfriend too. Said they were very hostile in court. So Andy Bernard moved on apparently from JodieSue and now has a girlfriend. I should have asked him what his girlfriend's name is. I'm sure some of you know. If you know, comment the name in the comment of what the name is. Andy's being sued. He has a girlfriend. Less than a year after he broke it off with JodieSue. What's going on here, people? What's going on? I mean, Andy can, if he owes money and he needs money. And this video could actually help him. It could hurt him or help him or just bring insight. It could go either way, because people might feel sorry and say, hey, Andy, here's some money here. Pay your landlord. I'm sorry you're going through this, and here's your landlord. But the landlord, as you heard, said, even if Andy got a bunch of money from being on YouTube, he doubts he's going to get any money. He doubts he's going to get any money. Do you think it's appropriate for Andy Bernard to continue to be on YouTube and solicit money and he not give any money to the landlord that he owes money to if there's a judgment against him? Now, Andy could go in and explain to a judge that, he doesn't owe the money and there could be no judgment against him. And then it becomes, technical, Andy doesn't owe no money, so why should he pay somebody he doesn't owe? But this guy is looking, this Patterson guy, an older gentleman that I spoke to very kindly, grateful that he spoke to me, says he owes money. And he went, as far as getting an attorney to file a lawsuit against Andy Bernard for $1,960. Is Andy going to pay him back? Does Andy feel like he has to pay him back? What's Andy's side of the story here? But he's on YouTube telling Summer Wells stories and telling his what transpired. Now, if this is a money issue because he's only on YouTube because he needs money, is he really going to tell the truth about the Summer Wells case? Is he going to sensationalize or boast or make it bigger than it is, so people feel like, dun, 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 he's involved or he's not involved? Let's help him. Very, very interesting. The timing. May, you get sued. June, you come on YouTube. and you start asking for money. I'm covering the Summer Wells case at all angles, covering individuals centered around the Summer Wells case. Individuals. It's not just Don, Candace, Summer, the boys. It's individuals, neighbors, coworkers, associates, anyone that's been around Don and Candace Wells. We are analyzing, because to this day, Summer is not found, and we care. We care to find out what happened to Summer. I'm digging. When these participants and players come involved and stuff like that, I fact check. And I look and see what motives these people are doing, what they're doing, and why. I don't know what Andy Bernard's motive is for going on YouTube a couple weeks after being sued. Suspect to me. If you have any information about the whereabouts of Summer Wells, contact Tennessee Borough Investigation 1-800-TBI-FINE. Credible information. Of course, people, they don't want to be swamped with nonsense. Hawkins County Sheriff's Office, contact them. Contact your local authorities. Where's Summer Wells? Subscribe to my channel, like, hit the notification button, covering this case at all angles. God bless. Everyone be safe. Justice for Summer Wells.